This is a big one. The 3 most recommended Irish pubs in New York. Obviously there's so many Irish pubs in New York and I'm sure they're all wonderful, but I asked you for your recommendations and these 3 spots came out on top. We'll start with one of the most famous bars in the whole world, the Dead Rabbit. I'm so excited to see this place.
We opened the Dead Rabbit February 12, 2013. The name comes from the gang, the Dead Rabbit Gang, and the gang was formed when the Irish arrived over here on the back of the Great Hunger. And when the Irish came over here, they would have faced discrimination, and the gang was formed principally to protect Irish people. So we sort of used that name to co-opt that, because we're all about challenging the misconceptions of Irish culture and showing like what is going on in Ireland right now. Everything you walk in, you see in the bar is all about that story and making sure that people know that we don't say top of the morning to each other when we wake up every morning, and we don't have leprechauns running about the place, you know.
And everything in there, all Irish music.
So we have over 100 Irish artists featured on the walls. Our music director is from Derry, so all of the music showcases contemporary Irish musicians. All of the stools and the lights are from contemporary Irish crafts people. So we're all about finding new ways to tell stories about what's happening back home and to show Americans what we're like, how brilliant Ireland is.
What makes a pub special for you? What's the important thing?
I mean, an Irish pub to me is home. You know, there's a great book, The Great Good Place by Ray Oldenburg, and he talks about the first place being the home place and the second place being the workplace. And I know, obviously, post-COVID, that's sort of blurred. But the third place is where you go to seek rejuvenation and restoration, and to me there's no better place than the Irish pub for that. The Irish pub is community, it's home, it's a place where everybody feels welcome, and it's even says it in the door when you walk in. We're inclusive of everyone, exclusive of no one, and to me that's what defines an Irish pub. It's all about community, it's all about heart, it's all about hospitality.
I'm getting shivers. I don't know if it's because I'm freezing or your words, but I think it's a bit of both.
We'll say it's the words.
It's definitely the words. Jack, what an absolute pleasure to meet you.
Thank
you so much for your time.
Thank you.
He was so right about that pub, or what he loves about a pub is like the Irish welcome, it feeling like home. You have to go visit that spot. Another pub that comes highly recommended is McSorley's. It's the oldest Irish pub in New York, filled with Irish and American history.
It's just the oldest Irish pub in New York City. It's the oldest continuously operating pub in New York, 1854. Abraham Lincoln was here in 1860. This chair is the chair Abraham Lincoln sat in 1860. 17 years I've been here. Leash. My father's from Kilkenny and the owner here is from Kilkenny. That's Stefan Zwarachuk, but we call him Peppy. And he's been bartending here for 53 years. So this here is an invitation to the open.
Marky Mark! What a handsome man!
All right, shut the fuck up! This here is an invitation to the opening of the Brooklyn Bridge back in 1883. This here is the newspaper announcing the Battle of Waterloo back in 1815. You're probably going to the Dead Rabbit. This is the original leader of the Dead Rabbits, John Morrissey. Harry Houdini was here in 1904. Those handcuffs on the ceiling are Harry Houdini's. The wishbones that we have here in McSorley's went up in 1917. When the US entered the First World War, Bill McSorley treated every one of the soldiers going off to a free meal, and they'd hang up a wishbone as a good luck charm. When they'd return from the war, they'd come in and grab their wishbone and break it. That was their wish to get through the Great War. These wishbones are the men who never made it back to take them down, so we left them there as a mark of respect.
And what about this pub? What makes it more special today?
The fact that we haven't changed any of our traditions is what really makes it special. You know, we still share tables with everybody. There's no music, no TVs. Everybody has to chat to each other. You know, really stepping back in time, back in 1854.
Do you like here, the Irish pubs? Is there any one?
Yeah, the Dead Rabbit's probably one of the best. The Westbury up in Midtown, it's a great spot. The Blasket up also in Midtown in the 50s. I love Swift's Hibernian on 4th Street. All we serve is their McSorley's light ale and dark ale for the last 171 years. That's it. No liquor, no wine, no ciders. Literally, it's just the 2 beers.
What a spot. So We actually got really lucky in there that he was so friendly and just started talking to us about the whole pub. They only serve 2 drinks in there, 2 beers, a light ale and a dark ale in the smaller glasses. So I think when you have 2, that's a full pint. It's like a show in there. Go in. Amazing. Most recommended Irish pubs in New York, Swift. So for your top 3, you have McSorley's, the Dead Rabbit and Swift. We need to go in. I'm going to go in.